The woman raised the wrench and smashed it hard against her husband's head. The man looked at his wife in shock, but the woman didn't give him a chance to fight back. However, when she came back after changing clothes, she found that the body on the floor had mysteriously disappeared. The woman had a bad feeling. Suddenly, a hand patted her on the shoulder. It was her husband, whom she had killed. But the woman was certain she had indeed killed him, while he couldn't remember anything that had just happened. With no other choice, the woman tried again. She strangled her husband with an electric wire. After a struggle, he soon stopped breathing. To be absolutely sure, the woman buried him far away from home. But when she returned, she found someone playing music. She hurriedly turned off the CD player, and through the reflection in the glass, she suddenly saw someone standing behind her. When she turned around, it was the husband she had killed twice. She was stunned, but her husband said he had been on a business trip these past few days. It was extremely bizarre. Unconvinced, the woman went to the burial site, only to find the corpse had vanished. She nearly went insane. She grabbed a knife from the kitchen and stabbed her sleeping husband again. Then she burned his body completely until nothing was left. After doing all this, the woman collapsed on the sofa, exhausted. The phone rang. On the other end, someone informed her that her husband's regeneration insurance had already taken effect. The woman looked confused. Curious, she went to the insurance company and asked what this insurance was about. It turned out to be a policy that allowed the dead to be revived. The company stored the client's memories on a hard drive, and after their death, a clone body would be cultivated, and the memories would be transferred over. The old body would be automatically cremated, allowing the insured to be fully resurrected. The husband had purchased this expensive insurance just so he could always stay by his wife's side. He had loved her deeply all along. The woman was filled with regret. Just then, the sound of the door opening was heard. Her husband had come back to life again. The woman immediately rushed into his arms and apologized, promising to be a good wife from now on. At that moment, the husband's phone suddenly rang. When he picked it up, his expression changed drastically. He accused his wife of having an affair. He had just received evidence, photos showing his wife holding hands intimately with a young man. As the wife tried to explain, the husband flew into a rage and began cursing her furiously. The more he spoke, the angrier he became, and eventually pushed her to the ground, choking her violently. Before long, the wife stopped moving. Only then did the husband calm down and realize he had acted in a fit of rage. But it was already too late to fix anything. Racked with guilt, he picked up a fruit knife from the table and ended his own life. However, at the man's funeral, the wife appeared once again. It turned out she had also bought the same insurance for herself. But there was one clause: if the insured took their own life, it wouldn't be covered. Those previous photos of the affair had all been deliberately arranged by the woman. She knew her husband's personality very well and had predicted that after killing her in a fit of anger, he would be overwhelmed with guilt and choose to end his own life. Looking at her own arm, the woman had finally freed herself from her husband.